class, and welcome to week 7 of the semester. This is going to be a relatively short video as there are no readings, but the only thing that we have to do is talk about the 2 assignments. Okay? Depending on when you are viewing this video, if you are viewing this video in weeks 5 or 6, then you should still be concerning yourself with research. But if you are viewing this video at the beginning of week 7 or towards the middle of week 7, then you absolutely need to start thinking about getting away from researching and starting to draft and thinking about how you're going to connect that research to an argument. It is by this point, week 7, that you should have at least 6 academic or government sources that you could start thinking about making an argument. This is crucial. This is really, really important that you do not procrastinate, that you have been doing the research, and that that research is turning out well. Okay? There are only 2 assignments that are directly connected to the research. They are the annotated summaries. That one is due on Thursday, the other is due on Friday of this week. Okay, so that is a lot of what your focus should be on as you are thinking about researching. There is no assigned reading, but the assumption is that you are reading and researching on your own. Okay, there are some weeks when you will not have 3 assignments due, but the assumption is that you are drafting, that you are doing work connected to this research paper. I would strongly encourage you to make one of your 3 required conferences during week 7 with me. You need to have at least 1 required session with the librarian that's virtual, 1 required session with me that is also virtual, and then a 3rd session with either the librarian or me. Now, there are certain people that have already done their required session with the librarian. There are a few people that have already done the required session with me. Students are always encouraged to have extra appointments made if they need the help. Okay, but these 3 requirements are a crucial part of your grade. If you do not have these 3 required conferences, you will lose 20% off of your final draft score. Okay, that is something that is going to happen. Okay, so you need to make sure that you get this taken care of. I would strongly encourage you to get this done in the first couple of weeks, at least the first 2 sessions, so that you don't have to stress about scrambling to pick up and get your sessions done. Okay, something else that's really important is time. Okay, there may be time late in the semester when I don't have the ability to meet with students. Thanksgiving week, for example, is a week that I will not be meeting with students. So that right there eliminates a week that you can possibly have a conference with me. Okay, and then the final week of the semester, you have to consider that I will be busy with other classes, busy grading your work. Okay, so it is super important that you get these conferences done. The other video, okay, that I've done was recorded back in the spring. It concerns the argumentative research format. Okay, remember you are writing an introduction. You will probably end up writing 1 introduction paragraph that must have a strong thesis that is an argument. You need to have a background paragraph that explains some element of your argument. It may be 1 paragraph, maybe 2. 1 is preferred though. There will be multiple body paragraphs with a topic sentence, with evidence, and with analysis. Again, do not begin or end paragraphs with someone else's words. You will need a counter argument in the final draft. Do not include one in the first draft. Okay? And then your conclusion should not summarize but focus on what some of the bullet points in part 2 bring up. Okay? Do not just write a summary but focus on part 2. Annotated summaries 2 and 3. Okay, these are the 2 one-pagers that you are doing for this week. A proper MLA citation of the source will come first, and you want to use the helpful tool from the Purdue OWL. Then you will write an 8 to 10 sentence summary of whatever the source is. It may be shorter depending on that source. A paragraph highlighting the relevance of a given source toward your topic and eventually your argument and how it may specifically connect.